One PDJ. Oh, you know what? I can't put him on that camera. That's right. I forgot about that. There he is. PDJ, what's up, dude? How are you?
Sup, brah?
It's good to hear from you. How are you? How have you
Oh,
been?
hold on. Let me fix this.
Oh, are
I
you
don't want
not?
to advertise.
You can advertise all you want. Do you want to support the trans community and Dylan Mulvaney? You actually look a little bit like Dylan Mulvaney. I'm not gonna lie. You guys do have a similar face, or they
I'm
and
in
you.
solidarity.
Well, hey, good for you, man. I don't knock it. God love you. All
So
right, go
I got
ahead.
a couple of things.
All right, so wait, so the reason because it's kind of strange because all of a sudden I just looked down and saw in the corner, or I saw in the chat, I saw you say, "Hey, Dom, I'm sitting on vMix, which is our video call software. I'm sitting on the vMix link. Can I call in?" Or I'm already sitting on it. And so I was like, well, he's already here. I might as well go ahead and do it. So PDJ is here. So I guess PDJ, somebody had said something along the lines that you have. Yesterday we talked about UFOs because there was a historic hearing on Capitol Hill where we had a Defense Department whistleblower and two former pilot whistleblowers on Capitol Hill talking about the UFOs and the UAPs, talking about what they've seen to a point. They did kind of beat around the bush quite a bit, but and say that they could really only talk about stuff in a classified setting. But still, the wheels are rolling. They're going to be following up on it in all of these little rooms or whatever. And Pilot X called in and he told a really crazy UFO story. And somebody alluded to the fact, I think Mikey said that you might actually have a UFO story of your own, PDJ. Is this the truth?
This is the truth. I've confirmed it, and I've had witnesses that were with me confirm it on my own socials and stuff.
So wait, you have video of this?
I don't have video, but I do have witnesses that were with me. Two other people seen it with me.
Now, okay, so set the scene. Tell me a little bit about like where you were, what you guys were doing. Set the scene, paint the picture for me, man. Where were you guys at? What were you guys doing? And tell me what you saw.
All right, so back in the 90s, it was like the late 90s. I had to be like 6 or 7 years old. I used to get babysat by my neighbor's house next to my grandmother's in Toledo, Ohio. Um, when I lived there, I was always at my neighbor's house in Toledo, and um, it was like a hot summer day, and they had a pool next door. So I remember we were always like doing pool stuff during the summer when school was out, and
What time of
I
day
had
was this
stepped.
at?
It was in the middle of the day. It
Middle of the
was
day.
the
Okay.
like, yeah, it was a let's say like it was later in the day, around like 5 or 6. So the sun
Okay.
was just getting to the point where it was going to set. Um, we stepped outside, and I remember looking up, and I was with a girl. Their niece, the neighbor's niece, was my age. We were both born in 1990. So me and her stepped outside, and we looked up because there was this like there was a shadow that covered everything in our vision. And when we looked up, we saw a UFO. I mean, I swear to God, it had to have been like 100 feet off the ground. It was just there. There was no sound, just like Pilot X said. What made me want to call you and VMix or whatnot is because Pilot X said that they were silent. And I'm catching up now. I was out of state for a few days and missed a few episodes. So I was catching up at work, and I'm like, oh my God, I had like a similar incident. And when I looked up, dude, it was just like there. And it was so close to the ground that I couldn't even see the shape of it. It was just, I don't know, it was so scary. So I look up.
What do you mean you couldn't see the shape of it? Like it had completely obscured your view above you? It was so massive that when you looked up, all you were seeing was that low. Like when you say low to the ground, how low to the ground would you say it was? Oh shit, wrong one. Hold on, sorry, wrong Mikey,
We
wrong
all
one.
love seeing
Oh,
Bean.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I keep forgetting I got to do it with this one. I forgot because I don't have my buttons broken for that one. So
Do you want me to move my camera so that you can put it in the
do
side to
that.
side?
So yeah, let me do that. Do the side to
Put
side.
it
So
in the
just
side to side.
turn that real quick so we can have it like that because that actually makes it a little bit easier for me because I can't keep bouncing back and forth. There we go. Perfect. All right. So you're at the pool. All of a sudden you look up because you see a huge shadow. When you see this huge shadow, when you look up, you're trying to determine the size and shape of it, and you're not able to do that because it's so close to the ground. Well, how close are we talking?
Well, in my neighborhood, there was trees that were slightly taller than the houses. And you remember when houses used to have the antennas for cable coming up the side of them?
Yeah.
So the trees were like, I don't know, I'd say about 20 feet, 30 feet taller than the antennas.
Okay.
This UFO was so close to the ground that it looked like it could have scraped the trees or the antenna.
So right along the tree
And
line. So we're talking 50
dude,
feet. Like,
I want to say 100 because I was so young that I didn't have a real good judgment of height at that time.
right.
Um,
How old were you again?
it was I had to be about 6 or 7.
Okay.
So at this time, I was standing right next to me was at the time my best friend, my first best friend, the neighbor's niece. We were the same age, so we both look up and we see this thing, and we're like, "Whoa! Like, what is this?" And there was an older person that seen it. That was my friend's aunt. She came out and just grabbed us and like freaked out and pulled us into the house because
Wow.
she didn't know what was going on. She had to have been up in her older teens, about 17, 18 maybe.
Right.
So I later on in life I thought about this and it was like a repressed memory. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, I started telling people about the story of me seeing a UFO. And now I kind of think that I had a dream and I believe it. And they were like, no, we remember this. You definitely did see that with us. And so I've talked to them many times. And every time that we bring it up to people, it seems like they are bringing it up to people at the same time. It was the creepiest thing in the world. I remember the design that was under this craft or whatever you would call it, whatever was above us, there was designs underneath this thing that had panels of light.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like fluorescent, like LED colors almost, and they would change color. So there would be a panel that had blue, there would be a panel that had a red, a panel that was yellow, and they would change frequently. They like fluctuated. It was
Wow.
yeah, it
So
was really
different,
crazy. And
different than a little different than Pilot X's though, because Pilot X said it was just one big beam of light that like kind of came down
and
from
he
the
said that it
craft.
and he said it looked like a rotisserie phone. I didn't have that experience. So everything that I saw, the panels of light were in a square shape, but they had engravings of like a L shape that went to them underneath this craft. So like there was like a L engraving under the body of it, and then it went to a square panel, and these panels had lights in them.
I
But the
wish you could
weirdest thing,
go. You should draw this or something at some point in time to make it a little bit like whatever you could, like the best you can. You know what I mean? I don't expect you to do a perfect artist rendition or whatever, but
well, I've thought about doing that a lot, and I really could, but I'm not too great of a drawing artist. I can do artistry in every focal form or whatever, but when it comes to actually drawing and artwork in that sense, I can't do it too well. But I could do a. I'll send it to you. I'll draw one tomorrow or whatnot.
yeah, I'd like to see
And
that.
it was it was really different. And for the longest time, I thought I was remembering a dream
Hmm.
until I got it confirmed by somebody that was like slightly an adult at the time. And then me and the friend that saw it. The weird thing about this whole story is, though, is that we all remember it differently. I remember coming out of a different part of the house they remember coming out of it.
It's another dumb show. Let's get a little bit more into Mikey. I know we just talked about how much he loves the Vikings, but let's get to what one of his true loves are. This bad boy. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't want that there. No, hold on. Let me open this in the tab. There we go. That's what I want. All right, this is Mikey's 1968 or 69, Mikey?
68.
It's a Dodge, right?
68 Ford XL.
Ford, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure. I know this is a Galaxy, but I didn't know I actually wasn't sure if it was a Ford or a Dodge. For some reason, I thought it was a Dodge, but
it looks a lot like a 69 Challenger. It really does.
Okay, she's a beaut. Look at that bad boy. And you guys, your dad got that when you were how old?
8 years old, man. That thing was like bare metal. We towed it home behind a pickup truck. The wheels were pretty much on fire because the brakes were seized up. Like that car has been built, rebuilt, and rebuilt.
How much did you buy it for, and how much do you think you guys have put into it?
My dad bought it, I think, for $1,200.
Okay, in what year?
When I was 8 years old, so 25, 27, 20, 28 years ago. Shit, I'm almost 37.
Well, just knock. There you go. So I don't know how many. Okay, 28. That's
28
good
years
quick
ago.
math.
28
Good
years
quick
ago,
math. We're not here because we're mathematicians, bro. All right, so $1,200 that long ago. Hey, yo. Enough. What's your problem, Bob? What are you tripping about? Bean Arena. What's your problem?
Roofers are furious about this.
Thank you.
Product.
What is going on with you? You've never had any noises at your place ever, but tonight it's just like it's a circus up in that place.
I don't know what just happened. I just opened up. I went to go open up the live chat again, and somehow, some way, I turned my volume back up because I called my mother during the break. That's why.
Oh yeah,
and
we all heard. We all heard you call her Siri. Hey Siri.
Call Ma.
Call Ma. All right, so here is.
Oh yeah, and he's probably got over 50 into it.
50? No way.
Yeah, dude, it's 30. There's a lot of money. That car has been built and rebuilt, and it's had 4 different transmissions. The engine's been rebuilt a bunch of times. We've been through a bunch of different ignition systems. Like every year, it's a different project.
Why does
every year?
What? So, but it's a different stuff though. It's not like he's upgrading the same things. Is he just finding new things every year?
Sometimes he's upgrading. Like he would go from one upgrade to one, and then the next year is the next stage, and then the next year, and every year he says, "I'm done working on it. Everything's good." And every year there seems to be something else. Until this year, there hasn't been no work on it this year. He just bought a 2021 convertible Mustang at the same time as he's got that car.
So is that that's not the electric one, is it? That's
no.
Like when it was a normal coupe car, not that weird.
No, he's got a real Mustang, not that Mikey garbage.
I did sit in one of those. Brady went to like this college thing for potentially like doing mechanic stuff.
Oh, nice.
And they had one of those Ford electric Mustangs, and the inside was awesome. I mean, the interior, the way it had
that's where the
everything set
future's
up,
at, man. They need skilled technicians for stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a generation of mechanics, electricians, service techs like me. There's a whole generation of them getting ready to retire.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to do that. He's more in airline maintenance. He wants to work on airplanes now. He used to want to be a pilot, but now he wants to work on airplanes. But now he's more is considering doing something with engineering with airplanes. So aeronautic engineering or whatever that would aviation. I don't really even understand what he wants to do. He kind of goes back and forth, but definitely something either designing or I don't even know. I don't even know exactly what he wants. It's just because he kind of goes back and forth when he wanted to be a pilot and he changed to this. So, all right.
Yeah, so probably $20,000 to $30,000 altogether. He's got into it.
Man, that's crazy. All right, well, let's check and let's see what all the hard work, see if it paid off on the 68 Ford Galaxy. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Listen to that sucker. Wow! That's awesome. And there it is, taking off. Listen to that sucker roar, man.
Listen to the difference in both of those videos of me shifting the car and my father shifting the car.
Who's first?
A big gap. Oh, I'm first because I am slow shifting.
Okay.
My father barely touches the clutch.
All right, let's hear it. All right, here's Mikey in reverse. How many horses we talking?
Probably about 420.
You want to go that way?
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Slow shift.
Damn, Dad doesn't miss a beat. It barely even moves when he's shifting.
No.
Wow, good for him. That's not easy to do. I could do it.
No, he's a quick shifter.
No, I love it.
He really is, man. He throws me back in that car, and he definitely got rubber first, second, and third right there.
That's awesome. That gives me a huge, giant, that makes me want one of those real bad. That's awesome, dude.
Oh.
I'm so jealous that you have one of those. God love you guys. That's great. Well, I mean, all that money that you put into it, though, I couldn't imagine.
All that money put into it, and you could probably sell it right now for like 10 or 12 grand.
Well, it sounds like you had a fun fourth.
Yeah, how about you? You just laid low. The kids
go-
were out of town.
The kids are out of town, and so I was kind of flying solo, and so I was like, man, I can go out, I can do something. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna text my buddy, and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna like. So I texted him. I'm like, look, I'm totally solo tonight. No kids, no girl, nothing. What's going on? And he said, well, I'm going out to my girl's family for the day. I'll hit you back up when we come back out, and we'll go from there. So I'm sitting around and I start, I'm kind of like, I figure, you know what, wherever we go, I'm probably just going to end up Ubering there. So I'm just going to have a couple beers, and I'll, kind of pregame here by myself. So I started doing that, and then I got about 3 beers deep, and I realized it was kind of gotten a little bit late in the day, and I'm like, what's going on with this guy? I haven't heard back here yet. And so, cracked another brew, drank that, figured I'd have till the end of that brew to figure it out, and then, or that I'd hear from him, then nothing. So then I'm just sitting there like, well, what do I do now? Do I text this person and be like, do I sound like a little bitch and be like, hey, what's going on? What's up with the plans? Did you forget about me? But I'm such a weirdo about that. I don't want to do it because I don't want to seem all needy or whatever. So I just kind of
blow your phone up like you got the last crack rock in the whole state.
Oh, so you're totally different than me because I just sit there and I take personal offense to it, and I just sit back and go, well, fine, I'll just sit here all by myself then.
There you go. Exactly. You hang on to a resentment, and you're the one drinking poison, hoping he gets sick.
And then I sit there all alone by myself drinking, just sitting there angry. Exactly. And so, yeah, I know. I'm wondering. And now my question is, the reason I bring this up is, if this was the first time this happened, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. But this, Mikey, I'm not lying to you. This is probably now, at least, definitely the second, if not the third or fourth time that this has happened.
Consecutive?
Maybe second consecutive.
If ever that ever happened to me consecutively, that I wouldn't consider that person a friend no more.
I'm starting to feel like that. I'm starting to wonder if I don't want to be like a bitch and be like, did I do something to upset you or offend you to make you not want to hang out, or did I do something the last time we hung out that I don't remember?
How long of a friend are we talking here? Like
long time.
long time friend.
Long time
Oh, so
friend.
this not a type of friend like I would just end up cutting ties because somebody's wasting my time like that. Like if you don't want to hang out or whatever, just let me know earlier in the day. Don't leave me with that little string that says I'm gonna hit you up later when we're heading back into town, and then completely
Right.
blow me off. And then it happens twice in a row. You've dicked me around twice. I'm sorry. I should have learned my lesson the first time. You're a chump.
And then I think well, I'm the one who feels like a chump though. That's the thing. Like I feel like a chump for like, for going back for more and getting. And I think honestly, one of the times that it happened, this person told me to just call one of our other friends and go out with them. And I was like, wait, what? I thought we were going to, it was such a weird situation. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, do I leave it? Because it's such, like, if this was somebody I hadn't been friends with for very long, I would just, whatever. All right, cool. We're not close or whatever.
Take the hit, whatever.
You want to be my friend? We don't have to be friends. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, because I've known this person so long, do I confront them and be like, yo, is there a problem? Are you not cool with some decisions I've made or something I did when we hung out or what? Or did you just completely get drunk and forget about me again? Or
don't give them an
what?
out.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really sure what I should do. If I should
shoot him a text. Why you being a bitch?
I don't know. Give me a call. 844-HATE-DOM, 844-448-3862.
Put them on Front Street. If they're a friend, what's up, bitch?
Light them up about it. So, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like this person would just kind of laugh at me. I think this person would just be like, I would get blamed on me for being crazy.
Stop being an insecure friend.
Yes, that's essentially, what would happen, I think. So I'm not
Your
exactly
feelings
sure.
count too, dumb. Your feelings count too.
Thank you. I think my feelings should count very much so. So thank you for saying that. And let's see what this person agrees. Hi, you're on another dumb show, 435. It's you. Hello? You're there. Hello. Another dumb show. Are you there? Are you talking? I can't hear you if you're talking. 435. Oh no, the phone's not working right? 435, can you hear me? Are you there? Oh no. What's going on here? Hold on one sec. 435, talk if you can hear me. That's weird.
Oh, I don't agree with Christina. Christina in the chat says, "Don't be thirsty. No one likes the thirsty friend." I think you're being the opposite of thirsty. You're just trying to be a friend, and the other person's being the non-committal douche. Sorry, if it's your friend.
Well, no, I mean, I feel like that is kind of douchey. That's the thing. Like, but it makes me wonder: did I do something douchey? Is there something I did in the past that is making this person feel
girlfriend, new girlfriend? Like maybe the girlfriend puts the kibosh on it.
Part of me that maybe thinks that maybe it might be part of the same girlfriend for a long time, but I'm not 100% sure. In my experience, just girlfriend's never had a problem with me, but she's also not a very vocal person, so I don't expect her to really say anything outwardly. It would be a behind the scenes thing probably to him and not to me directly, certainly. So maybe that's what's going on. I'm not really sure. So I don't know. I do. I don't know what's going on. This is really annoying me that somebody's calling and I can't pick it up. 435, are you there? Can you hear me? Louisville. Hello, Kentucky. That is so odd. There's no reason this shouldn't be working. I'm going to reboot.
Can't see their levels or nothing?
No, they're not even talking. So that's why I'm wondering if and I'm showing that I'm sending sound to them. So I'm not really exactly sure why they're not coming back to me. I should be getting something from them, but I am not. So 502, call back. If you're listening to the show, call back. I'm going to reboot it. We'll see if that fixes the problem. Sorry about that. I have you guys call and then the damn phones don't work. My bad. I'd done a test and usually when I call and they work, they just work. Never had that happen where I pick up a phone call and they don't work. So everyone
in the chat speculating that it's Charlie.
Charlie who?
That the friend is Charlie.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I do know a guy named Charlie. I do know a guy named Charlie.
And I know a guy that would fucking laugh his ass off at this conversation and say you're being an insecure.
Hi, you're on another dumb show. Did I fix it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. 435. Hey, who's this?
This is Hoodie.
Hey, Hoodie, what's up, dude? I don't know why your name didn't save. What's going on, bro? How are you?
I haven't called in yet. This is my first time call.
Oh, my bad, dude. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I just you're the one who sent the video, one of the firework videos, right?
Yep. I just sent in the truck one.
I'll have to get that pulled up later on because I did download it, but I somehow managed to lose it. I don't know how I did. I made a whole blur project out of it, and I somehow lost the whole damn thing. But what's going on, my dude? What do you think I should do? Blow this friend off or call him out or what?
No, definitely shouldn't blow him off. If you've been a long-time friend, you just need to come up with him and ask him, maybe what's up with us? We good? Not? Don't let it get in your head.
It's definitely in my head. Yeah, it's eating me alive.
Yeah.
Well, not eating me alive. I don't want to sound like that. It's just it ate me alive that day because I was just like, what the fuck, man? Well, especially because it had happened once before, and then I almost felt like maybe it's my own fault for not learning my lesson and being like, you know what, fuck it. I should probably try to find some new friends if this is going to continue to happen. I guess. So, all right. Well, I got another person.
Apparently, it bothers you. All right, dude.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Dude, keep it real.
No, you're.
Apparently, it's bothering you a little bit. So just ask him. That's all you can do. Is ask him. And hopefully he's honest with you and you know what's going on.
All right. Okay. Good. That's a good start. Mike, you're just smirking over there. Thanks, Odie. I appreciate it, bro. Mike, put your
I would definitely be sending that text. You're a bitch.
So you would see. So you'd say the same thing if you did that to me. If you did that to me, which I don't think you would do. That's the thing. I don't think because you don't think you're too cool
I'd
for the
expect
room.
you to text me and call me a bitch.
What for not doing it? Like you would say, what do you? I'm confused.
If I blew you up, if I blew a friend off,
yeah,
and told them I was going to hit them up, I'd expect them to be angry and hit me up. I would owe them because if I say I'm going to do something, I'm a committed person. Especially, I'm even going to hit you up if I get too fucked up and say, hey, I'm too fucked up. I can't party tonight.
Well, I controlled myself, and Nugget Man says give him a call now. I don't want to put my friend on blast any more than I already have. But and thank you for the super chat donation there. I appreciate it, bro. But no, I don't. So I guess what the next step is to send a text, but don't put it in the. So you're saying don't put it in the context like what did I do wrong? Just be like,
no,
yo,
not until you actually make contact. Don't automatically assume that you did something wrong. You can't automatically go on the you're at fault thing. You just got to hit them up and be like, yo, what happened? This is like the second time in a row.
Well, there might be a time where I did at one of this person's parties, maybe even at their housewarming party, pull my pants down and walk down the stairs backwards with my ass pulled open, giving everybody a Texas red eye and kind of doing the assholio Jim Carrey thing. So maybe his girlfriend has a problem with me coming over to their house every once in a while. That could be it. I did spill a glass of red wine on their couch one time, but that wasn't my fault. There was an animal that bumped into me. So I do have a history at the house over there. So maybe that's what it is. They're just worried I'm going to destroy their house a little bit more than I already have, or embarrass them in front of all their other friends. That could be what it was. So Amanda's telling me to text them. No, I'm not blowing anybody up during the show. This person probably is sleeping anyway, if I had to guess, or in. Oh, I did get a text. Oh, okay. I got an apology text. So apparently my friend is watching. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the apology. Thank you very much. So there you go. I got my text message. So that's very funny.
You're still a bitch.
That. I guess I am a little bitch. Who's a bitch? No. My friend's a bitch or I'm a bitch? That's the thing. I'm the one who feels like a bitch. That's the problem. I'm the one who feels like a total bitch.
You're like the battered boyfriend.
Hold on one sec. Before I do my update, somebody's calling. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Good evening, Dumb. This is Curious George from Columbus. How are you?
Holy cow, Curious George from Columbus. It's fantastic to hear from you, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Actually, I have a question, if that's cool.
Shocking.
So it's going to be off topic, if that's okay. I got a question about B1.
Curious George, the topics I had to talk about tonight, my dude left me, so if you want to talk about something else, Open Lines America, buddy, 844-HIT-DUMB. What's your question about B1, my friend?
Okay, all right. So I've been watching all your episodes, and I know you mentioned, look, I don't know what's going on with me and her. Am I with her? Am I not? I have no clue. I'm kind of curious, are you guys still sleeping with each other? I think you did say it does happen, but you didn't get much into it. Who instigates it? Does B1 say, I'm watching a porno, I'm horny, come over? Or does she come over for dinner and you kind of rub against her and you go, all right, fine, let's go to the bedroom? How does that get initiated?
Okay, well, we have been intimate. I'll be honest about that. The way we do it, you want to know how the initiation starts. So, okay, 2 different houses. It's happened in the past where she'll send like a sexy picture or something and say the door's unlocked. So yeah, that's a pretty good one, right, George? That's happened a couple times. Man, I love the noise you just made there. That was great. And then it sounded more like oh. And then from there, if she comes over, usually I can kind of tell when she might be in the mood. And usually her move is, it's pretty simple, to be honest with you. She'll usually just go up, because we'll be like hanging out downstairs. She'll usually just run upstairs like she's going to the bathroom. And then after she goes to the bathroom, if she even goes to the bathroom, she'll holler down, I'm not wearing any clothes if you want to come up here.
Oh my God. You're so unfiltered and open. Keep going, Dumb.
What's the truth? I mean, I don't think that's anything too erotic or anything, but I will say the last time I did try to initiate it, I got shot down, and I was, I didn't take it very well. Not like I was outwardly mean or anything, but I probably was given a little bit of a cold shoulder after that. I'll be honest with you. I was a little irritated about it. But yeah, that's it. That's
every time a no when you. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Ask the question.
Yeah. So is it like when you initiate, it's always like, oh, it's a no, or has there been maybe 1 or 2 instances where she goes, all right, I'm in the mood, let's go for it? Because it sounds like you said every scenario is her instigating it, and it happens.
Few and far between.
It sounds like you're always a no.
Yeah, few and far between when I do the initiation. Very few and far between. I will say though, if I know she's not in the mood, but I really am, I'm in the mood, I can usually talk my way into Bejaroo. So yeah. So it'll be even, that's kind of my initiation. So when I try and I don't get it, a lot of times that'll be the buffer. It'll be like, well, I'll do this instead. And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Like it's like
I totally understand the confusion that you feel. I'm lost. I don't know. Are you guys, I don't know. With that explanation, are you together? Are you not? I get why you say that. I don't understand.
Well, it's very weird because we don't together, like we don't go out together. Like if she goes, she still does things like with her family and her friends and stuff. I try to do things with my friends, but they blow me off. But no, I honestly don't know what how to define it. I don't know what's going to happen moving forward. I don't think she knows either. I don't think either of us know. Anybody knows. So it's kind of up in the air.
Awesome. What about now? You've never mentioned her name, and I get it. She wants to be kept private. Your other recent ex, the other one you've had a relationship with after B1, that you no longer have a relationship. Is that something where she's also said, hey, Dumb, I'm in the mood, come over? Or is that shut down, done, over with, period?
That is officially shut down. That person, I decided I've cut off contact with that person after the last time I talked to them, and I've decided it's probably not the best situation for me for reasons I probably won't say on here. So,
Oh,
but,
darn. Okay.
yeah, no, it's just it's just cause B1 is kind of
How
gotten.
did you meet her?
At
Without revealing anything really to
an
call
event.
her out.
At an event. At an event I was working. So yeah, I was reluctant to talk about that because I really I try to maintain professionalism at all my events, but this was after an event.
Sure.
Kind of one thing they'll do another kind of a situation. So yeah, that's that, my friend. So I'm sure
Thanks.
B1 and or them are both now writhing and ready to rip me apart. So that's great.
Sorry, Dub. I
That's
was
all
just
right.
curious. Sorry.
I dig my own grave. So, so Curious George,
It's nice to hear from you. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you said it's nice to hear from me. I was actually just about to say the same thing. What is the update in your life? Where the last we left off, you were, I think you were, the last kind of thing I remember, you were being pressured into marriage a little bit. Or you were trying to pressure into marriage?
No, it was the pressure of marriage.
Was you were trying to pressure for marriage?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. There's two different shows. You're right. There's your show is, there was the pressure about marriage the last time you were on before your hiatus. And then there's RMG where it's brought up and it had nothing to do with marriage. It was just other stuff and all that. So yeah, sorry, it's two different shows.
No, that's okay.
No pressure with the marriage.
So you're with you're still with the same girl?
No, I'm with nobody right now. Am I trying to be with the old ex? I'm trying, dumb. We're friends. It's nothing like what you and B1 have, where there's like sex occasionally here and there. It's me putting in pretty good effort to try to win her over, but we're totally cool. We hang out. We've watched Indiana Jones, in fact, just recently and stuff, and it wasn't that good, by the way. But no, it's a little weird. I'm trying. So I'm hoping to win her back, and I just got to be patient and then not mess it up and behave.
What is the reason you guys broke up? Because I thought everything was going okay.
The original reason for the breakup was the whole scorting thing that I said on RMG.
Yeah,
and
that was a long time.
That
was a long time ago, though.
It was, and so that really greatly upset her. She stopped listening to the show since that day and stuff, and
I'm so confused.
So I don't really talk much about.
I thought there was another girl in between that.
Yeah, there was another girl after her, the teacher. Where, if you remember, the one that pulled up to the garage. Yeah. And then I tried to let her in, and she saw that I had the video camera out, which obviously she
remember
knew
all
because I
this.
told her I would be calling into our. Okay, that's right. You were on the show.
Who was the one that was pressuring you for marriage then? Was it the teacher or the squirter?
The teacher.
The teacher.
No.
I don't know anything else about her. Sorry. Sorry.
I know. That's the best way to call her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the teacher because I was with.
Okay, so the teacher's now out of the picture. Why did you break up with the teacher?
No, it wasn't me breaking up with her. It was her breaking up with me.
Okay, what was the reason she broke up with you, I guess?
Oh, my gosh. Jeez. It's a mixture of things. It was feeling pressured about, basically it was a little bit about the marriage where it was a little pressure from her, but it was more pressure from her sister saying, what's going on here? Are you just going to be like your last ex where you're with her for 12 years and never got engaged? Or what's going on with this?
So that was the cause of the breakup, was the pressure and the lack of making a move to get the marriage happening. Interesting.
It was a little bit of that, but it was also, I don't know if I was in love. Maybe I don't even know what love is, I guess if you really love someone, you marry them, you have kids and all that. I haven't married anybody. So I don't know. Maybe it was more lonely rebound. I don't know. I felt like I loved her, but I didn't deep down in the gut.
So now you're going back. So that teacher's out of the picture, and now you're trying to win back over the squirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've been totally cool and hanging out.
And
but
hanging
yeah,
out.
I'm
Now, what
trying.
are your? What is your move to try and initiate with her? Have you made any moves? Or are you just waiting to?
No, I'm not going to mess this up. I'm not going to go ahead and.
How
make
would that
moves
mess it
and all
up?
that
You guys
stuff.
have been intimate in the past. How would that mess anything up?
I'm trying. I don't want to take any chances of like initiating it and having her reject it. And to me, it's a little bit like how you responded to B1. Like, oh yeah, what's up with that? You know,
Do you get shitty? I get
would think
shitty.
that
I get
feel the
shitty,
same way.
George. I turn into a real
Oh, you
fucking
do?
brat. I do. I'm a real brat when I don't get some.
Yeah, so that's what I'm like. I'm afraid that that's what the outcome would be if she does reject the advances.
Mhm.
So instead, it's more like letting her, like giving her the time, but also being there for her when she needs it, and trying to kind of do things together and see how it goes. There was a time where it looks like we almost kissed and stuff, but
Ooh.
I don't know what it was. It's looking at each other and there was silence, and yeah, so that's probably the closest and something happening, but I never lean forward because I don't want to mess it up, man. That's it.
All right,
So
all
I already
right.
messed it up before, and I don't want to mess it up again.
Yeah,
So,
don't
I'm trying.
pressure it. Let her. Are you trying to? Are you dropping subtle hints that you're in the mood? Are you trying to joke around at least? Because like I said, when it came, usually the beejaroo would come after I'd get her. I'd joke around a little bit. I could make her laugh a little, and maybe, I would like say like if she would say like my stomach is upset from whatever I ate, and I'd say something along the lines of, well, you know what they say is good for indigestion. And she'd be like, what? And I'd be like, a beejaroo. And then she, ha, 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 ha. And then, she'd be coy for a little bit. And then, usually it'd end up getting a beejaroo. So, so that's what I'm saying.
I
Give
don't
you a
have
little
those
advice
kind of
there.
slick moves.
It's not slick.
I
I'm just
don't have
joking
those kind of
around.
slick moves.
Nothing slick about it. She knows
Yeah.
exactly what I'm doing. But trust me, it doesn't
I
work
think it's not
all
like
the time.
entirely my person. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really want to F it up,
But you got to make.
And I know you're saying, well, that's not effing up. You're making a joke, but
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
making
know.
her
I'm
laugh.
afraid if I do that, if she says no, then it'll be in my head. Oh, she doesn't want me anymore. Oh, well, I guess I'm too fat, and she's not interested in the fat guy anymore. I mean,
Well, you know
that'll
what?
run through my head. So I'm
that
like,
runs,
you know what?
George. There's nothing that
Yeah.
runs through my head. I deal with that same thing. That's the first thing I think of. Like if she's not in the mood, well, is she talking to someone else? Is it what's wrong with me? Am I not? Is it my man boobs? What is it? You know what I mean? So I have all those same and I feel better about myself than I used to, but I have all those same insecurities. So I can't hold you back or can't blame you for feeling that way. But I would say, how long have you guys been hanging out again?
Oh, it's been many months now. I don't know the exact date of when it started happening where we were really hanging out, but there would be occasional like meeting up and going to the mall to whatever. Like there's a game place nearby at a mall nearby here called, I think it's like Studio 70 something or whatever. It's like got 2 floors of video games and little machines where you grab stuff and toys and whatever. It's a fun place.
Yeah.
So we both liked that in the past.
So next
that
time
kinda
you're at
started
that,
things.
next time you're at that,
Yeah.
go to one of those claw games, and when she's doing the claw thing, just be like, man, wouldn't it be great if there was a dildo in there? Just everything has to, like all your jokes, everything from now on just revolves around sex, George. You're incepting sex into her brain constantly through little jokes. They're not even hints about wanting to have sex with her. They're just about sex. So she's got sex
I
on
don't
the
know if I
brain.
have that personality.
You got to have it, dude. You
I
got
was
to
never
do it.
known to be like that before in front of her. Like, hey, see this bulge? It needs to be touched or anything. Like, you see, that's a lame line right there.
There's nothing
I
funny.
have
Yeah,
that.
there's really nothing funny about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you said something about the bulge, like, oh man, I don't know what happened. I slipped and a fucking cantaloupe fell in here or something. I don't know, like anything to, at least make it a little bit silly. Or if you wanted to look at the bulge, put something like Superman did, put something down your pants like that guy did that's playing Superman to make yourself look gigantic. stuff something down there, and then just make it ridiculous. And then she's going to notice it, and then you take it out, and then maybe she sees the actual bulge, and you're just getting the wheels turning. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have that game. I gotta just bite. I just gotta chill. I gotta just give her the space, and when she wants me around, I gotta be there. I gotta do something. So I
Next
don't.
time,
I'm not gonna really push her into sex. I can't do that.
Next time she comes over. Next time she comes over, when she's ready for you to get there, like when she's coming over, you have a trench coat.
Yeah.
Pull the trench coat move, George. To have nothing but a trench coat and a pair of Speedos on, just to make her laugh. If nothing else, she'll laugh hysterically, and then you try to get some, and if she doesn't give it up, you just let it roll. At least you tried. You just keep trying with the fun stuff, so at least you guys have a laugh out of it. So at least maybe you won't feel like the insecurity will go away maybe a little bit more because you guys are having a laugh in the moment. You know what I mean? So it's not... and then maybe next thing you know, be surprised how much a laugh turns a chick on, dude. Be really surprised. So it's worth, there's a reason why all these chicks on all their profiles and everything say a guy, they want a guy with a sense of humor. So I've seen you before. I think you could be funny. I think you can, you just got to try. I think you'd be great.
No, yeah. I'm a big funny guy. Yeah.
You've made me laugh before, my friend. So I think you'll be just fine.
Well, okay. Well, thanks for the advice. I appreciate that, Dom. I just wanted to call in and ask the questions. It's just, I don't know. I really like B1 and think she's awesome, and I love you to death and stuff. And I don't know. It's just I've always thought that was the match right there. And good-looking tall guy like you, and she's extremely gorgeous. And I go, okay, then that's the perfect couple. And then to hear you guys are fighting and it sucks. I don't know. I only know you as just Dumb and B1. That's just it. That's all I've ever known when I listened to the show and all that stuff. And it just was weird when you said, I have another girlfriend. I went, whoa, hold on. It's always been B1 for 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Who knows? Well, George, who knows?
Calling all hoes.
Calling all sluts is the actual phrase there. Very good. Oh, great. My daughter's in here. Perfect. Hi. Great. My daughter's in the chat. Hi, Keely. Nice to see you there, honey. Perfect time.
Sorry.
Oh, that's funny shit. Hey, that's all right. She knows what's up with her dad. She knows her dad's the mayor of Pound Town. It's okay. All right. George, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, dude. The phones are always open for you, and I always love answering your questions. And I appreciate that you take the time to answer mine as well, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for answering the questions. You're very unfiltered, and that's what I like about you and stuff. You will tell us what's going on in your life, and you're an open book. So.
To my own detriment, my friend, to my own detriment. So. You ever been on a lazy river?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you love a good lazy river, right?
Lazy river connoisseur, like...
Oh, really? You're
too old. I'm too old to be going down all them fucking big hilly things and all that shit and walking up all them goddamn steps and stepping in salmonella and kids piss and shit and diapers and stuff like that. Just give me a tube, let me bop a gummy, and let me float around like I'm fucking.
Well, what would you do? How would you feel if you were in a lazy river and you're just
etiquette.
Floating around? Oh, there's a whole, those lazy rivers, man. The people, first off, it's mad chaos getting into a lazy river sometimes with these rude ass people that can't understand how a line works, and they start bum rushing, and then the other people they go around again even though there's a line. No, you got to get out. You got to there's a line. You get one lap around when there's a line. You don't keep.
Yeah, you get out, you put the tube down, you run around, you go through the turnstile again, you grab the tube, you jump in line, you do it. Like, that's what you do.
Exactly right. Instead, now we're living in a society full of heathens, people that don't know how to wait in line. And that's one of the biggest things, those stupid water parks. Like, I can't handle lines, so that's why I'm so happy my kids are not obsessed with amusement parks, because I can't do the line. So
I'd just spend money if they have any type of thing for any type of speed pass or jump to the front of the line. I'd pay it.
Still not enough. Still too much. No way. Because there's a chance then you got to wait in line with the other people who have the jump of the line, and then you're literally still in just a line that's just a shorter line, and you're supposed to make you feel better about that. Fuck that bullshit. Hate it. Now imagine being in your lazy river. You finally get your tube. You have to wrestling with some big fat lady. You wrestle your tube away. You splash down. You lean back. You're floating along, bumping into annoying little kids who don't do the lazy river right, and they run through it, bumping into you and jumping around like a bunch of turds. Well, then you go around a corner. It's nice and chill. You close your eyes. You lean back. You're letting the water push you. You suddenly feel your hand graze up against something as you're laying there all sprawled out. You open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, there's a woman yelling, "Hey!" because she's breastfeeding, and you've just grazed her boob or her baby.
Go to the fucking bathroom, lady. Nobody wants to see that shit. Put your fucking titty away. I don't give a shit. What the fuck? Go inside a bathroom.
So there's this woman. Her name is Tiffany Francis. She put up this huge Facebook post last week, and she says, "I have never, in my years of being a breastfeeding mother, had one single negative comment made to me about breastfeeding while out in public. I've had a supportive comments from random people, but today was a different day. I went to Rigby's Water World, tagged, today with my family. My son is 11 months old, and when it was getting to be his nap time, like I do every visit, I got in the lazy river to nurse him to sleep. He likes motion to sleep. He sleeps well in the car or swing. So he will also sleep in the lazy river. At home, he always nurses to sleep."
Mother.
Well, first off, I would read this whole post, but here, I'll just show you how
Sorry
long.
about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad you cut me off because
I got sick of Tiffany.
I really didn't need to read all of that. I wasn't going to read all of that.
I asked to be refunded for my season pass. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. She because she was asked by the lifeguard to leave the lazy river because she
Good for the lifeguard. Start a GoFundMe if that asshole got fired.
She's all upset because there's no rules posted anywhere. And the lifeguard then, it was actually a girl lifeguard, went on to tell her that it was posted in the rules out front. So she went out front and to read the rules. And of course, there was nothing stated, anything about children, except babies need to be wearing swim diapers. Why? Because they shit and piss everywhere, which means your bodily fluids from your breast milk could get in the lazy river, you dumb lady. Ugh.
I mean, you've pissed in the lazy river.
Me? No, never. But mine's not going to give herpes.
Bullshit liar.
Mine's not going to spread herpes.
You're a bullshit liar. Every time you piss in the lazy river, you look behind you to see if there's some type of blue cloud or something that's coming because
that's a
shit
myth
that they told you when you was a kid. I know, but one of these times it ain't going to be a myth, and there's going to be some streaks.
No, I actually don't understand what. I understand nursing is. I am actually all for it. Ladies, they want to go sit in the middle of a room and do it and pull your boob out. I don't give a shit about that. It doesn't bother me. But in a lazy river, where potentially if your boob flops out, you could start spraying your milk into the lazy river. That's kind of gross. I don't know why that grosses me out so much. Like, and I've actually done. I have kids. My ex-wife was pregnant and I actually didn't mind a little bit of breast milk into my mouth. It actually tastes pretty good. I'm not grossed out by my wife's breast milk or that ex-wife's breast milk, but some random ladies, that makes me grossed the fuck out. So I was like, ew, when I saw this story.
I can't say that would gross me out at all, but.
If that tit whipped out of that baby's mouth and just started squirting milk on you while you're in the lazy river, you bump into her, you get an eye full of milk.
On, bro. People tell me that's piss, so.
I know, but you're in the mood for it at that point. That's what you're there for. You're not in the lazy river expecting to take one in the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Thank God I'm wearing sunglasses.
All right. Well, Mikey, you probably would have.
I wouldn't. I'm still not okay with it. The fact that this lady's floating around with an 11-month-old child, towel, trying to hold the towel over the baby while the kids are running all over.
Oh,
past her.
I'm sure she didn't try to pull the towel over anything. I'm sure she was brazenly hoot her out. Look at me. Watch what I'm doing.
Sounds like one of them hooters that was hanging into her lap and the baby was down there.
No, I saw the picture of her. She's not. Let's see. Actually, what is this lady's picture? I meant to show it to you. Actually, hold on. Here she is. I was just getting ready to pull up something else, but so it's kind of a crappy picture. I have no idea what her body looks like. Why won't this open? Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what she looks like. So, I mean, just like a normal mom or whatever.
Yeah, it's that woman that's withholding sex from her husband by hiding in the baby's room.
That's who it reminds you of. Same face?
Yep,
It's
looks
her.
just like her.
She's back. It seems to be the week of people getting stuck in water. And this next video I have was the craziest video and I don't know if you've already seen this, but this video, I saw it yesterday, and it actually gave me massive anxiety. This is probably the scariest thing I could ever imagine. Now, being stuck in that Titanic thing, that's pretty scary. That's long-term scary. Like you got time to think about how awful this is, and it's a really long, slow death. Now, the video I watched yesterday, I thought would be a very long, slow death. So I guess the Titanic one might be worse. But this, to me, when I watched this yesterday, this made me want to crap my pants. This was absolutely one of the scariest things I ever saw. This came from Escambia County in Florida, where they've been having flooding for the past few days. A lot of rainfall, flooding over the weekend. And this was actually from June 16th. It's body cam footage of a police officer wading into waist-deep water to go save a guy. And there's a part where it will go black in the middle. So make sure you have the sound turned up good, because this is intense. And it's a little, I mean, it could be disturbing. It was a little disturbing to me. So if you like freak out about underwater or claustrophobic situations, it might not be the video to watch for you, but it's insane. Here you go. And the audio, where's there no audio on this? There we go, it kicks on. All right, hold on. So it picks up, so there we go. So he's walking through the water, reaches in to find a guy, and then, listen. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay. So, if you're confused about what you were just watching, that cop, what a hero. I know I just gave cops a hard time the other day because they were, we watched the guy punch a woman for spitting in his face, a police officer. Well, this guy, opposite end of the spectrum, what a stud. Goes into waist deep water, no idea what he's walking into, and then gets sucked into a drainage ditch that sucks him 150 feet underneath a highway in a pipe filled with water that was, I believe, about 32 seconds, where he was stuck in a pipe going like this under a freeway, and then he pops out the other side holding onto the guy that he went after. This is one of the most insane videos I've ever seen. Like I said, the part where, like when I watch a movie, we were just talking about The Abyss, that scene where they have to swim from one section to the next, it makes me so uncomfortable I could barely watch it because I know like I hold my breath and then I start like getting woozy almost because I'm holding my breath like I'm underwater. I was doing the same thing during this whole thing. Right around the same time he starts going, I felt myself going because I was freaking out for this guy myself. This was absolutely nuts. So here's the rest of it as he pops out, and wait till you see how grateful obviously this guy is. Both of them are after they pop out.
Hey, David! 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 Can you believe what just happened to us? You okay, buddy? Can you believe what happened to us? Oh, just breathe. Just breathe, buddy. Oh, my God. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. Oh,
Jeez.
what did I do, buddy? Suck me in.
That was so fun.
Oh, my God.
Believe it, that just happened.
I never held my breath like that in my life. I mean, neither. Oh, my God, come here, bro. Oh, my God.
They're hugging.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Just imagine that you were just under a highway for the past half a minute. No idea what's going on, how you'll ever get out, or anything. And there's dang it. I saw a little bit longer video, and I thought that was the whole thing. They go on to get in the cruiser. The cop tells another cop what happened. You know what? You're not gonna have to believe it. I got sucked in that drain pipe, popped out the other side, and I was hanging on to him. And then he goes on to talk to the guy the guy he saved. He's talking to him in the squad car. They're waiting for an ambulance. The guy doesn't want an ambulance for whatever reason. He says he doesn't need one. But all the guy wants to do is thank the cop who saved him. And he's like, over and over again, just like, we're going to be friends forever. We'll be bonded forever because of this. And they certainly are. So one more time, just because I found this is one of the most incredible videos I've ever seen. Here, one more time. Walking in, reaching down to grab the guy. As he reaches and grabs, you can hear it. You hear that? You can actually hear the suck. Oh, it's crazy. His body cam stayed on the whole time. It's amazing. Isn't it amazing how those body cams manage to stay on all the time? It's so weird how when there's like a shooting or some sort of infraction with another officer, a lot of times those cameras get turned off, yet it managed to stay on the whole time underwater. Amazing.
I had a repressed memory come back when I was 33 years old.
Oh, really? Like a old, sad, scary one, or?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, wait, no. How old am I right now? Not 33. It was just last year. It was right when I stopped drinking. So 36 years old.
What happened? So last year you had a memory from when you were a child just pop up out of your head that you didn't know existed?
Yep.
What was it?
As I was destroying my bathroom, as I told you I did when the last time that I drank and I tried to fight my father and everything like that. Yeah, dude, some memories came back from when I was a kid and I was being babysat by I think I mentioned this the other night when we were talking, the parents that used to let us drink and stuff at their house.
Yeah.
That ended up being crackheads.
Yeah, you brought them up the other day. I remember that. Yeah.
So when I was real young, they used to babysit me from time to time too, because my parents and their parents were kind of close growing up and stuff like that. And when I was there, they had another kid that was my age, but like twice my size, the type of kid that was like starting middle linebacker for the varsity team as a freshman or in 8th grade.
Gotcha.
Just like a beast of a human being, was buying beer when, he was in the 9th grade.
Had a mustache in 8th grade.
Full beard and everything like that. Yeah. And he took advantage of me when I was like 8 years old.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, and I had some vivid memories come back that I had no idea were there. To be honest with you, like when people like used to talk in rehab and stuff like that, be like, I've got these repressed memories that didn't come back. I'd always be the one sitting in the corner, like they're full of shit. They just knew that shit and they just never wanted to talk about it. So
Then you
that was
experienced it. Wow.
yeah,
That's
unreal.
well, dude, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's fucking awful. Jeez. Now,
It is pretty awful, but at the same time, like I'm glad that memory ended up coming out because I don't think I would have been able to stop drinking without coming to that realization and being able to put some air between me and it for the first time since
right.
I
Maybe
was
that's
8 years old.
part a lot of where your pain came from without even realizing it, and a lot of
Without
what
a
you were.
doubt, without a
Wow.
doubt, the weight that it felt, no, the weight, the guilt, the every emotion that comes with coming to the realization, like sobering up in the psych ward, having the same memory over and over again, and you're thinking, oh shit, am I just making this up because I'm drunk, or is this something that really happened? And
Wow.
it definitely, like, the more you pick it apart in your brain and the more you write about it and talk about it with therapists and stuff like that,
All
the
right.
more details comes back.
Now the crazy person in me starts going, okay, what revenge tactics have you come up with to for this person now that you remember
Dude,
what happened?
I was friends with this kid all the way up through high school.
Really?
Had no idea.
Oh my God. And then and
Partied with him.
have you since confronted him?
No, not
No.
something I'll ever do. 'Cause
Really?
For all I know, I know the way that his parents are, man, and all I know is so that's
Well,
something
yeah.
that was happening to him, and hurt people. So whatever
Usually.
he's going through, like I've watched this dude go through it. Like he is a very, very, if you were to ever pick somebody that would probably be a closeted human being, like every Halloween his entire life, he dresses up as a woman, a girl,
Oh.
lip syncs to all kinds. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things there, like the bravado, machismo that just comes across as
overcompensation.
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's insane. And now, have you talked to your other group of friends about this and stay away from Bill or whatever?
No. This is, to be honest with you, other than my people like closest to me, this is the first time I've ever talked about it.
Oh, well, geez, dude. Oh, well, okay.
I wear it on my sleeve, man. Like it that shit doesn't define me anymore. So
No.
I'm not gonna walk around with it and talking about it openly and how much therapy has helped and how much like taking the suggestions of others and finding a community and all kinds of like tools that have been given to me to get through this. Like talking about it is the only way that you can help somebody else.
Wow.
And
Well,
make it
hey,
feel okay to talk about.
well, I'm glad that you're being open and honest with it, with us here about it. That's insane. I'm absolutely insane.
Dude, that's a wild memory to get back at 36 years old and when you're in the middle of destroying a bathroom door.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
And in the middle of it, you start screaming at that person.
So I'm caught up right now because the crazy in me is like, how do you not address it? Like with I know you said it's the first time you talked about it, but like I would feel like I would need to talk about it with my that circle and be like, yo, did Bill do this to you too? Do you remember Bill being weird or anything like that? I mean,
everyone remembers him being weird. I've got all kinds of stories about him being weird and everything from the same group of friends that I've been able to piece together after all the years. I mean, this is something that like we've talked about him being like closeted and living this tortured life for a long time.
Wow. And then taking out, well, yeah, learned behavior, like usually probably like you were saying, and doing it himself when he was younger. So how many years older was he? Like,
dude, we were both the same age.
Same age.
I think, to be honest with you, he is like 7 or 8 days younger than me.
And then, okay. So do you remember then how you reacted afterwards? Did any of the memories come back? Do you remember if you tried to reach out to anybody and tell anybody about it, or was it just totally internalized and?
Totally internalized, man. Never talked about it. I don't know if it happened. I don't. And the other thing is, I don't know if it happened one time or multiple times, or if
Sure.
I remember just all one things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because these people didn't look after me that many times. It wasn't like a regular occurrence.
Thankfully. It
Yeah.
sounds like wow. What do your parents think about this? What is their
Obviously,
reaction?
at first, their first thing, I felt horrible telling them, because I know the way my parents are. They're the ones that were working their ass off, and my mom was working retail. My father was working full time at the town, working weekends, trying to install stereos and air conditioners just so I can have everything they didn't have, and they needed a babysitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these are
Sure.
trusted people.
You don't?
And-
do you have siblings, Mikey? I don't think I've even asked that. Yeah. Okay, so you're an only.
Closest thing I got to a brother's Jeff LaRocca.
Gotcha. There you go. That's good. Right on. JLR too.
Yep.
So okay, so you were afraid to tell them, but you eventually did, and their reaction was
Very supportive, obviously. Like,
yeah.
And
Well, I hope
after
so.
yeah. No, it's all your fault.
Yes. Shut up! We're gonna write a letter to the school. You son of a bitch! They're gonna beat this right out of you. You liar. Any fallout from yesterday? Talking about the kind of obviously you talked about some pretty intense stuff yesterday. Any fallout from family or anything like that?
No. To be honest with you, I don't think. My mother asked me this morning. She was like, "What time did the show end?" And I was like, "Oh, good. You didn't even get to hear it again, so that's perfect."
Yeah. Well.
And then my girl yelled at me a little bit. She was like, "Why do you got to overshare everything?" I said, "I didn't share half the details. I just scratched the surface a little bit."
Is it horrible?
That's my truth. I got to live it.
The host and me wanted to absolutely ask all the nitty gritty, but you're my friend, so I actually held back a little bit because
dude.
there were so many questions I wanted to ask, and that's going to
ask away.
I'm going to have
problem.
to get.
Like I was.
Well, you said you got
sodomized.
all right. I'm going to. Okay, that was where I was going. You said you got taken.
Yeah, I was sodomized.
Hold on a sec. Holy shit, dude. Okay, because when you said you got taken advantage of, that made me think maybe he. Just the guy reached out, and if you guys didn't see yesterday's episode, I know at least one person, Nugget Man, wasn't here yesterday. Mikey told a story that he had and Mikey goes, "Well, I had a repressed memory that popped up that I think that probably caused some PTSD," and I could imagine. Oh my God, this dog. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Actually, Mikey, you kind of pick up a little bit where I left off. I have some delis on the way because I was running out. So, Mikey, kind of pick up where I left off. I'll be there in 2 seconds. Don't tell anything I haven't heard yet, though. Hang on.
Yep, I won't tell nothing you haven't heard. But yeah, pretty much. We were talking about PTSD, and I had pretty much just brought up that I had complex CPTSD, and just from a memory from when I was a kid. It came out when I was in the middle of a blackout drunk when I was 35 years old, and it was probably the most difficult thing I ever went through. I could never imagine going through that. I don't know what it was like for my parents or the loved ones around me that had to deal with that damage that I caused for the entire time I was going through it. But, talking about it now definitely makes it a little bit easier. You'll be able to put air between you and it. It doesn't hold this control over you anymore. So, obviously through a lot of therapy and talking about it, I don't glorify it. I may have a sense of humor about it now, because there's really nothing you can do about something like that. It's my dark passenger. That thing's gonna hang out with me forever, no matter what. But the more I can talk about it, and the more I can be open with how it makes me feel and everything like that, maybe it can help somebody else at some point.
That's a good way to. Yeah. That's definitely a good way to look at it, Mikey, because I think that because people are watching, they're like, "Oh my gosh, why would you want to talk about something like that?" Well, because it might potentially help somebody else who's gone through it or something like that to not have to go through it again, or be willing to talk about it or go to therapy to find out if maybe that's what's going on with them. But so yeah, it was, again, like I was saying, the host in me wanted to dig into all the details, but the friendship in me was like, "Ooh, I don't know if I want to do this to my buddy right now." So okay,
I
so
appreciate that, but
yeah, so you said you were so you said you were sodomized. Wow.
yeah,
Geez Louise. So the details where you're at this house, the family babysits you.
or
You're there
attempted
with your
to at
brother.
least. I mean, I don't know what but I definitely remember that as being
Part of it.
being held down. Yeah,
So yeah, I was just gonna say. So you guys, are you in a basement, like a attic, or like just in a back room, and nobody's
yeah,
paying
probably
attention?
basement,
Okay,
hanging out, running amok.
just being kids or being kids. Probably did he you guys like? He's like probably pulls the creep move. You guys want to wrestle or something like that?
Oh yeah, there was always wrestling going on and stuff like that. I mean, looking back at it now, there was a lot of like questionable things. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I actually meant in the actual incident. So do you remember the actual fine details of moment to moment, or just kind of remember getting held down?
Like getting held down. I don't remember how it got to that point. I don't remember if it started with wrestling or tickling or whatever dumb shit it was when I was 8 years old, 9 years old. But
now that you're
yeah,
serious.
it was. Yeah, go ahead, go grab it.
No, it's all right. It can wait a second.
Oh, they just drop it at the door.
I think they do. I don't know if they need my ID or not. To be honest with you, I haven't ordered alcohol from this service before, so I actually don't know. I have to show them my ID. But so, do you remember if you like wrestled him off of you? Do you remember any of that kind of stuff? Do you remember any of those little details?
I don't remember when it ended. To be honest with you, I don't even know how far it went.
I think it's good that you're addressing it now for sure. The longer that would have lingered, like you said, that it seems like this was
kept me sick for so long.
This was the missing link. You know what I mean? Why you couldn't figure out what was going, why you always needed to be inebriated, or why you always needed to just have something to fight back against.
Spending over 100 days of my life in intense inpatient therapy. Like there's over a third of a year of my life I have spent in inpatient, locked in facilities with therapists telling me that there's something in my past that I don't remember, and me saying, you're absolutely full of shit. I lived this beautifully charmed life as a kid. I was spoiled rotten. I
Great
was an
parents, only child, loved me to death, worked on the car with my dad. Everything was great. Yeah, thank you for telling your story too, and I'm sorry for being such a creep and wondering what all the fine details were. I don't think it's just the natural curiosity, the morbid curiosity that people have. Like
I'd have that same curiosity. Like I'd always want to ask those details when people shared that shit in group.
Sure. Okay, good. Well, at least then you understand. So you don't think I'm a total asshole. Good. Let's grab the dude from Rochester, Carrie from Rochester. You're on another dumb show. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. Carrie, how are you, hon? What's up, dude?
Hi. I'm doing okay.
What's up, dude?
Hi, Mikey. Okay, so Mikey, I put in something about this yesterday in the chat, and Mikey said to call in.
Okay, what happened?
Boyfriend. What do you mean? What happened?
I'm asking
I left deer legs on someone's porch.
I told you, bro. She was going crazy in the chat about leaving dead deer legs on somebody's porch.
Now, I did see something
dude,
about...
like a coyote must have killed it, and I walked back there with a bag because I knew exactly what I wanted to do with those.
Okay, so you came across dead deer legs on the side of the road?
No, I was walking my dog, and she was like sniffing, and then I saw what she was sniffing, and I started yelling, but then I thought of, you need to leave those on Georgia's porch. So
Okay, hold on, Mike. You talk there for 1 second. I need another beer for this one. I gotta reload here. Keep going. I can hear still, so go ahead.
How did you end up?
You
said you hate the fact that you called your ex. How did you end up running across him again?
Well, he lives in the same neighborhood as like one of my best friends, and so I didn't run into him. I went back there and put the legs on the porch, and then I saw him later that day, and I don't know what happened, but I ended up sleeping there. Dude, I was so mad in the morning when I woke up.
Wait,
I was like, God damn it.
You ended up sleeping with him after you had left the dead deer legs on his porch.
Yeah,
Hold
dude,
on,
and he had left
hold
them for
on.
before.
Hold on. I just caught part of it. Hold on. So, Carrie, you're walking the dog. You're walking the dog. You find some dead deer legs. You say to yourself, I know exactly what I should do with these dead deer legs. You know, normal person. I don't mean you're abnormal, Carrie, but the everyday person. Well, man.
Well, I didn't put them in the mailbox. I just decorated the porch because somebody told me that it'd be a federal offense. So.
Well, yeah, it
And I don't
messing
wanna
with somebody's
upset the
mailbox is a
mailman.
felony.
Yeah, you can't do. Yeah, I would be more worried about the mailman than the federal offense, to be honest with you, because that's just crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
just
it's
I'm
real
gonna be honest
gross.
with you, Carrie. Just picking them up off the ground was kind of crazy, or very
Well,
crazy.
no, I went back to my house and got gloves and plastic bags.
Okay, well that
And I just
normalizes it
left
for
them
sure.
outside for the night.
That definitely
Premeditated deer legging.
that definitely normalizes it for sure. Knowing that you
totally.
said I don't want to get any of those germs on my hands before I pick up these dead dog leg or dead deer legs. Carrie, sorry, I just saw CP Tony P's superfan donation. He said that should be with a lady of the night in Nevada should be next. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good one. All right, I earned that one for sure. Okay, you go home, you go back to the scene of the roadkill. Now clearly this has been cut in half by a motor.
Kill, not roadkill.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't cut in because you said deer legs, so I was wondering if it was cut in half by a motorcycle that hit it or something.
No, I think a coyote must have killed it.
That's an old school reference if you know that one. So the coyote, Mikey, do you even know that reference?
No, I don't.
Ooh, that's an old school
I
one.
didn't hear you. I was talking.
I asked if the deer got cut in half by a motorcycle.
Oh no, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's an old school CBS reference from way back. Anyway, I wonder if anybody knows that. Put it in the chat.
It might have been before you guys were on the route.
Forgot.
Oh yeah, because I started listening your guys' first show in Rochester.
Okay, well then yeah, it was before that. But I thought maybe it would have run in a best of maybe because it was, or it might even been. Nah, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if anybody remembers it. But from now you go back, pick up the deer legs, and you say, all right, I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to take them to my ex's house because why?
Because he was cheating on me the whole time he was with me.
How long ago
With
was
his
this?
ex-girlfriend who he said he hated. We broke up in like January.
Okay, it's June, dude.
How long were you guys dating?
Yeah, I know. Like 6 months, not long. But I hadn't dated anybody in like 3 years because my boyfriend overdosed. And I hate dudes. They're all kind of trashy. So.
You hate
he
dudes?
seemed nice because
Dudes are all trashy. Is that what you said?
Is that a dude hating on dudes?
yeah, like men.
Dude
men,
on dude crime.
Yes, men. Men
Wow.
suck.
Okay, yeah, we are the
Because
worst.
they're just mean and rude and
Yeah, we're horrible.
lie and
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
Everyone
I
lies.
can pretty much.
everyone
I can
lies.
agree with
That's not a male thing. Women lie all the time.
Humans
Okay,
lie.
so you go to his house. You decide not to put it on the mailbox or in the mailbox. You put it where on the front steps?
I put one leg on a chair, one I put like through like the door handle thing, and then the other one I put just on top of a railing.
Oh my God, she grabbed 3 legs. This whole time I was picturing she just had like the ass end of a deer. And
Yes,
she was
a
carrying just like the
carcass.
ass of a deer. Yeah.
No,
But now
no.
they're
No,
just
it was like-
individual legs she was carrying.
Now, let's be honest, Carrie. Did you have to at any point take any of the animal and rip it apart to get those parts apart?
No,
You
oh my
found
God,
them
no.
just
no.
separated,
The
okay.
coyote did that for me.
So they're all rotted.
And I love animals. They were like half rotted. There was like fur
So-
and bugs, and I just put them in a bag and left them outside. Yep.
So they smell
Yeah,
just horrible and
They
nasty.
smelled terrible. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, Carrie.
But he's
It's making me sick just thinking about the smell.
No, I'm actually having a hard time. Okay, so then what? You knock on the door and run away? Ding dong ditch?
No, I didn't. No. I just left him there, and he's so burnt that he didn't even notice for like 24 hours. And the only reason he noticed was because of the smell. And he knew it was me. He called me at work, and he's like, "What do you?" He's like, "Can we talk and not have to deal with animal parts?" I'm like, "I don't even know what you're talking about."
Oh, you didn't just say, I'm at
But
work.
then
I can't talk. I'm at work. So.
You
I
even
don't know what you're
answer.
talking about.
You're supposed to just leave him
Well,
on
I
like
didn't.
leave him
I
on red
didn't
after that.
at first, but then I started to get mad, so I called back and was like, "What are you calling me?"
Jesus Christ. So the back end of what I heard when I got up to get myself another deli was that you, in the end, ended up going back and sleeping with him after this somehow.
Well,
He
no,
was
my friend lives in his neighborhood, and I was hanging out with her, and then we saw him, and I don't know. I was yelling at him, and then I don't know what happened. I ended up sleeping there, yeah. But then in the morning, he's like, "Are you going to unblock me?" I'm like, "Nah, dude, we're not there yet."
what kind? Now, what I thought you did was crazy by putting that there. What this dude did by interacting with you beyond once confirming it was you was 1,000 times crazier than what you did.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me, Mikey?
Yeah, dude. I mean, if an ex left dead deer legs on my porch, I'm pretty sure I'm calling the police.
Yeah, I believe.
He can't call the police. He sells weed and LSD.
Oh, jeez, Carrie. All right.
Yeah, what's his number?
Allegedly, for Christmas sakes, poor guy. Just
I'll
gives
hit
you, just takes you to Pound Town, and then you got to call him out on the show. Come on, Carrie.
I didn't say his name, and he doesn't listen.
I heard you say his name.
With the first name, I'm sure there's a lot of people with that.
Wow. All right, Carrie. Well, I did now. I'm trying to
Dude,
think. Like,
you
what?
shouldn't
Now,
mess
wait a
with
minute.
You shouldn't mess with crazy people's heads. You shouldn't do that.
No, I think I've learned that the hard way. Trust me. I don't understand. Carrie, how did you, so you ran into him in the neighborhood? Where I'm confused about is how when you ran into him, you started yelling at him. How did he go from, I'm assuming it was something like, "Yo, you B, I can't believe you put those deer legs all over my porch. You B."
No.
No.
It wasn't
No.
anything like that. No, he's kind of afraid of me.
Well,
It's understandable. I totally understand that. Christina says, "Hello, Carly, you are so crazy. I love it." Yeah, but where do you go from here?
He's a nice guy.
When are you going to unblock him at this point? Next time you try, you need to get a little bit
No,
what?
I'm not unblocking him.
Why not?
He doesn't because he doesn't deserve to be unblocked. He's still with that girl. Like nothing's changed.
Oh, so you were the side piece this time?
Yeah. I think he was with but he's been the whole time. So I was
Oh.
Exes are crazy. Exes are crazy. Vanilla Charlie says, "Speaking of crazy exes, B1 update."
All right, guys. I hope you have a good night.
Bye, Carrie. Thank you.
Bye,
Don't
Carrie.
do any more psychotic things that would end up in that's a thing out of a movie. That's something that would be in a movie, and like a stalker
Yeah, stay
scene in
away
a
from
movie.
people's
I'll
mailboxes.
try not to.
Yeah. So, all right. Oh shit! I bumped the button. I meant to say goodbye to her. Bye, Carrie. Thank you for calling. I don't even really know where to go from here. I thought my relationship was toxic. Holy shit!
I getting stabbed in the head with a fork was bad.
Yeah, I mean, geez, Louise, Carrie has got to. I think Carrie might need to talk to her. Nugget Man said, "What would you do if B1 deer-legged me?" I'm surprised she.
It's a new TikTok trend: deer legging people.
It's probably gonna. Yeah, either one of them's probably gonna deer-leg me at this point. Stuff going on. I think you guys may have seen this story of this dad who went nuts. Actually, before I go, I wonder what this dad who went nuts on TikTok because his son was asked a question that made the dad very uncomfortable. I doubt it made the kid uncomfortable at all, but the dad sure did get uncomfortable by it. So let me see if I can find this other clip here. Give me one sec, guys. I pulled it up and I just lost it. Oh, here it is. Oh, God damn it. Get rid of that. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold, please. Let me get this over here. I don't know what just happened to my voice there. All right. So I don't know if you guys have seen. I know you guys are familiar with Dylan Mulvaney and all the drama that came along with Dylan and the Bud Light ad that they did for Bud Light. You guys are all everybody's familiar with that, or you live under a damn rock. Bud Light sales plummeted, stock, all that stuff. It's all gone down because of people who don't like trans people for whatever reason, and trans person being on their beer can, because their beer that's already pretty cheap and doesn't actually taste that bad if you want a basic normal like beer. Wow, who gives a shit what's on it? Who gives a shit? God, it's so dumb. Here's another thing that I don't understand. Now, apparently there are women who are outraged, uproar. It's an uproar about this because now there are makeup companies who are promoting their makeup by having male models put on the makeup. And I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I feel like I might have missed my calling because I could do this and I could make a lot of money. Look at this.
It's Prime Day on Amazon, so why not see if Maybelline has any deals going on? And look at that! Super Stay Vinyl Ink is 30% off, and my favorite colors are in stock and ready to ship. My Amazon order arrived the next day, and here I am, filming a makeup review. And baby, check out this color and shine. It's so comfortable, and it will not budge or smudge for up to 16 hours. Let me know what you think, and shop Maybelline Prime deals for 30% off right now.
Stop it. I could do that so easily. And I have a better beard than those dudes. I'm better looking than those guys. My skin's not as good as them. I'll give them that. But I'm pretty sure they're using some sort of fucking filter anyway. But I wish B1 still lived here for only right now. Just kidding. If B1 still lived here, I would run upstairs right now. I would grab some of her lipstick and I would I could reenact that step by step. And guys, I got to be honest with you. And this is, I'm all for people wanting to be trans. If that's how you feel, you think you're a boy, you're born a boy, you think you're a girl, I don't give a shit. God love you. If you're born a girl and you think you're a boy, I don't give a shit. God love you. Like whatever you want. If you're one and you're not sure, sorry for you. That sucks. That sucks. But sometimes I feel like when guys act like that guy was acting, or I don't know how that person identifies. The way they were acting, I feel like that is so easy to do. It's such low-hanging fruit that if you if I wanted to immediately get a bunch more viewers and just shock the world, all I'd have to do is come out and tell everybody I'm trans, or I want to start dressing like a woman, and I want to be called Dumma from now on, and I do a video like that, and I act kind of, like that person did. It's so easy. It's such low-hanging fruit because you're just acting like every other. It's the same shit. You just throw all this attitude into it, and you just get that. And you just kick that attitude and you throw a little this and one of these and then you be extra. You're gonna watch how I take the back off of this remote. You see this control? Look how I mess with it. See, you take it and you just smooth it. You smooth it. That's how you be working things. It's so easy. It's just so simple to me to act like that. Those people aren't like that. They didn't act like that. They saw other people act like that. I just don't get it. That's like, most girls don't act like that. So if you identify as like a girl, why are you acting like that? I don't know any chicks that act like that. It's weird. If they're out there, if you act like that, call. If you know someone, call 844-HIT-DUMP, because I don't know anybody that acts like that except them. So you keep doing it, but it just seems so fake to me. It just seems so fake. Now, I will say, I actually have considered wearing makeup for when I do this. I've actually considered, because my skin is beat, because I like to tan. And I always forget to put stuff on my face because it burns my eyes. So I just usually don't put it on because it ends up dripping and burning my eyes, and I hate it. So my face is all screwed up from the sun. So I've considered, maybe I throw a little foundation on. Why not? Does that make me trans? No. People on TV do it all damn day. So what would that be? Not that big of a deal. So I don't know. But the way that person is acting, just if I started wearing that, it doesn't mean I would start wearing it. I would just wear it. So, I don't really understand the whole thing. Vanilla Charlie says short bonus video this weekend would be dumb actually doing this. That's funny. Drew wants a reenactment. I'll do that. I'll put on. I'm not afraid to do any of that stuff. I just would personally need a little foundation, maybe a little Botox to get rid of some of this. So I can't do that anymore. So I can get rid of this wrinkle I have here. But I got a scar here. So what's the difference? It's not going to go away anyway. I got like these birthmark old people liver spots or whatever on my face at this point, or sunspots. I don't know what they are. I'm going to have to completely do that. Scott70 said, hey, dumb, do that again. Do what again? That's what I said. It's low-hanging fruit, Scott. It's just so easy, and I just don't understand. Oh my gosh, the fruit, it's right there. It's so low and so easy to grab a hold of. I mean, come on. Who are you guys fooling? It's not fooling me one bit. Anyway, so there's that. And then on the other end of it, so you have these people, and I hate saying these people like that, like I'm saying these people. No, it's just like they are acting like that, and it's just so weird to me. I will never, ever understand that, them acting like that. But there is a video on the other end of the spectrum of somebody who really does not like trans people. And you may have seen this video because it came out a couple days ago, and I just never got around to talking about it. But here is a dad. Now, I'm a dad. I have kids who play sports, one of them at least. The other one's a band guy now. And I made fun of him tonight, actually, for that. I feel bad. I made fun of him for being in the band and not playing sports. It was not cool. I feel like a jerk because I'm really proud of him for his band stuff. But I was talking sports with my other son's friend who was there at the game, and we're talking baseball and stuff. And Brady starts chiming in with some sports stuff, and I looked at him. I go, "You're in the band, dude. What do you know about sports?" So I feel bad because he was an athlete at one point, but he likes band better. So I feel bad. But going back to when he did play football, they had to get physicals, and when you go to the physical, they ask you questions, and apparently they're asking a new question when you go get a physical, and I gotta be honest with you. Well, I'll let this dad tell his story, and we'll go from there.
I'm literally on fire right now. I just got off the phone with my wife, who took my 9 and 7-year-old boys to the doctor today to get physicals for tackle football and school next year and all that other shit. My 9-year-old son went in first, and the first thing this woman asks him is if he identifies as a boy, a girl, gender fluid, or non-binary.
Okay, well,
my son.
Here's the first thing. I'm a sexist. It never even dawned on me that this was a female doctor. Because, well, first off, they're boys. So how are they doing the hernia test? They have a female doctor doing the hernia test on 8 and 9-year-old boys? Or are they not doing the hernia test anymore? Did I miss something? Is it not? Did he say it? He said it's a woman, right? So are they not doing the hernia test where they turn and cough? The whole up on your balls, ladies. I don't know if you know this, but when we go get a test for a hernia, they shove their fingers up into our balls and tell us to turn our head and cough. And I don't know, for whatever reason, if we have a hernia, maybe their fingers go up into our guts. I don't know. But they're having I just assumed it was a male doctor. I guess probably because I assumed it was boys. Maybe I'm not sexist. That's just dumb. Why the fuck would a woman doctor? How are they going to check for a hernia? I'm so confused right now. Doesn't make any sense. All right. But this whole thing is fucked right now. All right, here we go.
Fluid or non-binary.
Let me go back to the actual question.
He identifies as a boy, a girl, gender fluid, or non-binary. My son. He's never heard of any of that shit before.
Oh, no.
You've been dealing with him your whole life. He is clearly a boy's boy. So what are you, trying to plant a fucking seed in his head?
Oh my God.
The only thing I could be...
I didn't watch this whole thing just because I wanted to have my actual genuine reaction to it. What a fucking nerd. Are you kidding me? Dude, just be a fucking parent and say, bro, how do you feel? You feel like a boy? And if he says yes, then he says yes. If he says no, then you have a conversation about that. What the fuck, man? Why is it so hard for these people to say? There are people out there. Why is it so hard as a parent to tell your kids, look, there are boys who feel like girls. There are girls who feel like boys. If you feel like a boy and you are like born a boy and you feel like a boy, cool. Like, being asked that question doesn't plant any seeds. You should be the one planting that seed. Or even if you do, even if the seed is planted by someone else, you just be a parent and explain to them what's happening, because it's in our world. It's not going away. You're not going to change it at this point. And it's just so crazy to me. It's crazy to me, this guy. He's really upset about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I could be thankful for is that my wife took them instead of me. And props to my wife, because she said something. And if she didn't, they would have asked my 7-year-old son the same damn question.
Oh, no.
This shit is ridiculous. And
Oh,
for the
it
people
is.
out there to think that there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm just a transphobe or all that shit,
That's me.
you're fucked up.
No, I'm normal.
This is
You're
bullshit.
fucked up, bro. You're a fucking weirdo.
And there's something wrong with you.
Learn how to be a parent, you big baby. What a fucking dork. That guy is a loser. Oh my God. What a dork. It's not a grand conspiracy to turn your children into transgendered. It's a grand conspiracy to get you to understand that there are people who are out there, they exist. And it's up to you to learn to accept it. Whether your kid has heard about it or not, they're going to hear about it soon. Or they're going to meet boy, like I did when I was little. And everybody, I was actually confused. I didn't really know what was going on. Name was Jesse. It was a boy or a girl's name. Kind of looked like a girl, but acted like a boy. Could beat my ass a couple times, actually. Older and stronger. Beat me up. This is a girl. So they're out there. Everybody has known, quote, what when we were kids were called tomboys. Everybody. You've all been around them. And you know guys who were very effeminate and acted like girls. Everybody knows this. So why do they pretend like it's something new just because it's actually being addressed in real life now, in the real world, and we're not pretending that it doesn't exist? It's just so mind-boggling to me that that's what they think, that they think that there's some grand conspiracy to turn all of your children transgender. It's just nuts. Planting a seed for what? Your kid's going to feel that way or they're not. I don't get it. I know there's been stories of kids who have changed their mind, and it's a question of whether it's an age thing or not. But being asked that question isn't going to make them that. It's not. It's going to make them more cognizant of the fact that there are those people out there maybe, and that you have to learn to be tolerant of people who might not be the same as you. Crazy TikTok dad. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? Anyway, oh wow, another superfan donation in there. Oh, Blue Wolverine, I actually saw this earlier. I was saving this toward the end of the show, but I appreciate you throwing in a donation. By the way, a lot of nice donations in there, guys, tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the superfan donations. They really do. I mean, outside of the memberships, that's, seriously the best way to get to support the show too. Those really help me so much. Vanilla Charlie said, did you see the tasting video I sent you? No, I have not seen that. Herman apparently agrees with the TikTok dad. The seed is planted. Your kids are fucked. They got to them before you did. But that's part of being a parent. Like, if your kid finds cigarettes with another kid, wouldn't you have wanted to tell them that cigarettes exist and to avoid them because they're dangerous? But, and I'm not saying transgender people are dangerous. That was a bad analogy. Say that the transgender people exist, and you have to understand that they are that, and it just doesn't mean you are because they exist. It just means they're out there, Herman. So I don't really understand it. Yeah, I don't really get it. Amanda says she can't deal with the pronouns. I'm over it. It was driving me crazy for a while, but I'm just dealing with the they. You know what made me change my mind about it? Dogs. Because of Darla. Darla, most people see Darla when she has no collar on or anything, and they think she's a boy. They think she's a boy. They say, what's his name? It fucking drives me crazy. When they say, why is the goddamn stream get wonky? Damn it, this is a new problem I have to figure out. Anyway, I say, because I hate when they say, what's his name? Now, I had a lady say one time, what's their name? That sold it for me, because I didn't like hearing what's his name, because Darla's not a he. Darla's a beautiful, sweet little baby girl. That's why she has a pink collar on. Just happened at the baseball game tonight. Some dipshit lady walked by and she goes, oh, isn't he cute? I wanted to wring her neck. No, they or she is beautiful because of her beautiful pink diamond-studded collar. You doo-head. What kind of boy dog would wear that? They would. There's actually an update to your favorite pop star that you like to laugh at, Mikey. Do you remember laughing hysterically at this video, my friend? Let me play this for you.
Phone to the face.
That's right. Here you go. And down she goes. There it is. Famous shots to the face heard around the world. Actually, I'll zoom in on that bad boy. I think we did this last time because I didn't think I knew how to do this last time. So here we go. Here's the phone. Ooh, damn, she really does take one. That thing came flying.
That bounces.
Oof. Damn. That poor girl. Ooh, look at that shot right there. Now, keep an eye. What I really want you to keep an eye on here is when she falls. Now, right here. Now, I think we can agree that's a lot of woman. Right? I mean, not knocking her. I think we can agree that's a lot of woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mikey, you can disagree if you disagree. I mean,
oh no, it's a lot of women. It looks like that Violet girl from Willy Wonka.
Because of the outfit, or because she's all blown up and bloated, or both?
Looks like she got stung by a couple bees.
She's all puffy. Well, she's now come out and put her boyfriend on blast because she is upset with him because I'll show you the tweet here. Oh, let me zoom. Why is it not letting me zoom in? Come on. That's as close as a zoom we're going to get, guys. Anyway, so here's this tweet that it's a private text conversation between Bebe Rexha and her boyfriend. And she posted this with really not much explanation other than just basically what he says here. And it really, I don't know. Well, let's read it and then we'll go from there. So Bebe Rexha's boyfriend.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see, so I'll read it. It says, this is Bebe Rexha's.
No, I'm just saying it's long.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little hard to read too because it's so long, but it says, hey, I never said you weren't beautiful, and I never said I didn't love you. In fact, I said how beautiful you are and how much I loved you. But I always said I would be honest with you, and your face was changing, so I told you it was. That was the conversation we were having, and you asked. Because I care, would you rather I lied to you? You gained 35 pounds. Obviously, you gained weight, and your face changes. Should I just pretend it didn't happen and that it's okay? Come on. I gained 3 pounds and you call me chubs and fat. Doesn't mean you don't love me. If you're trying to find reasons to break up, this makes sense, but it's not the real reason. If you're unhappy with me, yourself, with life, and don't see a future with us, then that's okay, and that's the reason. Don't use something like that to weaponize your anger or anxiety or any insecurity you may have. You know, I always found you to be beautiful and loved you no matter what. I think it's important for you to think about things and write things down. Speak to a therapist and do this retreat thing to get to the root of the problem. Let me know if you'd like to speak. If you need more clarity, love you. So, Bebe Rexha has put on 35 pounds since they started dating, it sounds like. And they were having a conversation about her weight. And he was honest that she's gained 35 pounds. So, what's the problem here? You gained the weight, hun. Right? I mean, is there?
You asked me for my opinion because obviously you're seeing something different when you look in the mirror, and you're just trying to confirm it. And
Right.
if I tell you no, then you're a liar. You're a piece of shit.
Or
If
even
I
worse,
tell
she
you
keeps.
yes,
Or even
then-
worse, she keeps ballooning up. She thinks it's okay, and she gains another 35 pounds.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
So that's what I'm saying. I think this guy has every right to talk to her about this, and she's a piece of shit for posting their private messages. I mean, I get it. I talk about my personal life, so I'm
she's
kind of a hypocrite.
definitely a piece of shit for posting that whole thing, because that was very well done, and it wasn't attacking, it wasn't angry, it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not friendly. I mean, when he the line where he says, "You gained 35 pounds, obviously you gained weight and your face changes. Should I just pretend it didn't happen, that it's okay?" Some people would argue and say, yes, you should pretend that it's not happening and just be okay with it. Darla Beans, I know you like a nice trim guy. Some people would argue, yes, you should just pretend that it didn't happen, that it is okay, because people's looks don't matter in a relationship. If you love the person, you love them for themselves and not for the way they look. That's the major, I think that's what people would argue about here and why. But there has been mixed reaction online. Some people have been all for this. This guy said, kind of like you and I, they're like, look, dude, yeah, say what you got to say. And that she shouldn't have said anything about it publicly. Bean Arena, enough. Hush. Quiet, please. Thank you. She's mad at me right now for some reason. You got your toy back. Play with your toy and chill out. So yeah, Bebe Rexha. And I saw a picture of her where this was supposedly from May. Whoops, sorry, I hit the wrong button there. And I love the headline is Bebe Rexha's boyfriend is a fat shamer. Are you kidding me? No.
Sounds like she was a fat shamer too. He said if he gained 3 pounds, you would call him chubs and fatty.
Right. And he was making fun of himself. This is ridiculous. Now, so here's her from May 6th, 2023. And she had the incident happen, I don't know, we just started back in June. It was started back up June 13th, and it happened a week after that, so end of June, so maybe a month and a half after this picture that I'm about to show you was taken. So here she is in this picture. Looks pretty sexy, actually, in this picture, as far as I'm concerned. A little thick, but pretty fucking sexy, actually. I'd tear that shit up. And I've seen her on TV before too. Oh, I lost Mikey.
Oh.
No, do your thing. You're fine. I've seen her on TV before. I saw her she wore nothing but, it was a men's suit coat, and that was all she was wearing. It was hot as look. It was super sexy, man. She got those big boobs all taped up in there and everything, all stuck together. She looked hot. She's all tan and wears a lot of makeup. Got the kind of exotic face. I think she's actually pretty attractive. Now, add 35 pounds to this in a month, and I could understand. Yeah, I could understand why my dude's a little concerned, because, we saw what that turned into.
35 pounds in a month is a lot of weight to gain in a month.
Right.
It's literally going to make you look like you've been stung by bees.
Well, I'm so here it is. I closed the video, actually. So here it is. Here's the video again. Oh, perfect. Right on this exact spot I wanted it to be on. There. I mean, this is what happens after 35 pounds gained in a month. I mean, that's a lot bigger than what we were looking at with this picture. As far as I'm concerned, it's two different things. So that's a lot of weight gained. Either that picture is misdated, or Bebe Rexha put on some pounds in a month, and her boyfriend was unhappy about it. And I don't know. If you think I'm wrong, call 844-HIT-TOM, 844-448-3862. But I got to be honest with you. I mean,
Sounds like she put him on the spot, though. Like, it's a conversation they were having. Unless, like, he just brought it up out of nowhere. But it sounds like she asked, has my face changed? And yes.
Somebody probably... These girls can't catch a break, though. I'll be honest with you. Like, B1 has a banging ass tight body. I mean, there's no getting around it. Everybody's seen pictures of her. Not everybody, but a lot of people have. She posted a picture on Instagram where she's like kayaking, and she's like twisting, and the whole, like, her body's like contorted. And so like it looks like she has like a belly roll where it's literally just her stomach twisting around like anybody's normal stomach would. I don't care how thin you are. B1 weighs like 120 pounds. And like this guy goes, somebody said, you have a stomach like dumb, and tagged me. And I'm like, what?
Hater.
Yeah, well, it's just like, what?
Ignorant.
There are plenty of fat girls out there you could go call fat. You're going to do it to B1? I mean, and I'm sorry if you're a bigger girl. I don't mean to pick on you or whatever, but B1 isn't fat. It's just such a ridiculous thing to fucking say something like that to her. And that's what I'm saying. Like, some guy probably said to Bebe Rexha, oh, your face is getting fat or whatever, because she gained 35 pounds in a month. And then she went home and said to her boyfriend, or showed him, like, they're sitting there looking at her phone and go, can you believe what this guy said? Looks like my face has gained weight. Does it look like my face has gained weight? And then he goes, well, now that you mention it, I didn't want to bring it up, but do you remember that video where you got hit with the phone? Your ass was huge. So I just don't know. What else is he going to do? If she asks and it's bothering him, why wouldn't it be honest and answer? So her going and posting that was really in poor taste. And if you want to do, like he said, if you want to break up with someone, find a real reason for sure. All right, Nugget Man gives you some props there, Mikey. A little super fan donation from him. He says, I love how Mikey is hilarious without even trying to tell a joke. Love you both on the tube stream. Well, I love having you on my tube, bro, for sure.
Oh, I love being here.
Well, good. That makes me happy, dude. Oh, shit. I just saw Allie's in the chat. What? Oh, hell
shit.
Yeah. Allie says, if you can't anticipate your own partner's appearance may change over time, you are not ready to enter a long-term relationship. You're going to change. Shit is going to happen. Stay single, gun. God, I love Allie. Allie, we need you back. I need your discerning voice. It's so. I knew something like this would piss somebody like Allie off. I knew it. But yes, I can't help it.
And if you can't have an open and honest conversation about the way you guys look in a relationship or what's going on, then your relationship ain't as strong as you think it was anyways.
B4's claiming this might be a thyroid weight gain. Yeah. So whatever. That's the honest answer. It could work the other way. You could be her thyroid could be causing her to lose weight too. So don't blame it right on that.
She'll go on Ozempic.
Yeah, she'll get Ozempic face, and I saw some.
I thought about doing that, trying to look into that because I got like a good 35 pounds to lose.
But don't you have to be diabetic to get it?
No.
How do you get it then? They just give it to you.
Tell them I want to lose weight.
No, I didn't know that they actually give Ozempic as a weight loss drug. I thought that they gave it. You were diabetic people got it, and it's been
no. You can get it. There's a shortage of it. Or there was a shortage of it because of at first when it first blew up. But no, they're giving it out for weight loss now and weight control.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Doogie was talking about doing it too.
I don't know. She's not. I don't think she's the kind of candidate for that, is she? I mean, she's not exactly huge. She's not. No. She's just like a lady in her 50s. I mean, she's like a normal lady, normal Italian lady in her 50s. What the fuck?
I just wanted to try it with my primary care.
Just give it a shot and just see.
If my insurance, I got really good insurance. If my insurance is going to pay for it, shit, why not?
I'm paying
a bunch of money. I'm paying a bunch of money for a trainer anyways. I probably don't fall into the category of it, but I still fall into the category of being pre-obese.
You need
235 at 5'9".
Get in with like a plastic surgeon there. That's where you have to go. Is go to like a dermatologist's office or a plastic surgeon or like one of those like a place that does like a place where I got my oh shit, what's up, dude? Fat donation from Blue Wolverine. Damn, 1999, dude. Thank you so much, Blue Wolverine. Damn, I appreciate it, bro. Wow, that's awesome. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. But so with the Ozempic, there's all these places like around here that do like dermabrasion and like they do tattoo removal and they do all kinds of like different cosmetic procedures. And I think those guys can get that kind of stuff. I think there's actual legit doctors in there that you could go and say, you know, maybe get like you have a tattoo you don't like, go in there and like say you're going for a tattoo removal, considering that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, the one that I got at Bonsai when you rushed me to the front of the line and got me into Sniper for $5.
Oh,
I got
really?
a matching tattoo. Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, there you go. You can get that'll zap right off, man.
Yep, I think it's like I've seen it on a Chinese menu. It's like mushu pork or mugu gai pen.
Yeah, B1 has one of those on the back of her neck, and I can never remember what it stands for. Strength, loyalty. Honestly, can't remember. I always forget. I kind of feel bad about it. So, well, Becky said she changed her eating habits. She goes to the gym and lost some weight. Good for you. I could say it. I say this from experience because I was a 400-pound piece of garbage and I lost weight. So I'm allowed to make fun of fat people. I have a carte blanche to make fun of people for gaining weight. Period. There's no getting around it. Not that I'm thin, but I'm still gonna make. You know, I put in that time with the Adderall. Okay. So I earned the right.
I make the joke all the time. I can go on the stripper diet for like 3 days and drop 30 pounds.
Yeah, oh man. Speaking of losing weight in a short period of time, I was gonna pull. I don't think I pulled it. I meant to do it. God damn it, I didn't. Do you remember Russell Okung, the lineman for the
offensive
Chargers?
lineman?
Did you see what he did?
He's so small now.
He did I think it was a 40 days of water only. Fasted for 40 days on water only and lost like 50 pounds or something crazy like that.
He's small now. Dude, he looks the way like Joe Thomas almost looks unhealthy. He lost so much weight.
Oh, I think Joe Thomas looks great.
There was maybe it wasn't Joe Thomas. There was another lineman I saw that used to be like a 350 pounder that lost a ton of weight, and he just didn't look. He looked like too skinny.
So yeah, here he is on day one of the fast. Hold on one second, get it up here. Here he is. Like when he was a lineman, actually, that'd probably make more sense.
A beast of a human.
He was huge. I don't know how tall he is, but I mean, we're talking a giant NFL offensive lineman. There you go. It's a big giant dude right there. Or so it looks like he played for the Panthers at this point. I thought he always remembered him with the Chargers. I thought, but I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. Okay, so there he is. Then now he's retired and he went and he's doing a 40-day fast. This is day one. So he's already done one fast and he's already tried to lose some weight. And that's what most of these offensive linemen do. They get out.
He looks a lot thinner there than when he was playing. I mean, he looks 100 pounds less than when he was playing right there. He's got to be 200 pounds.
This is his second time doing a fast. But I don't think he did like a thing for it. Like this time he did a whole website and a whole Instagram page just for it and everything. And I don't know if he's doing it for charity or not. But that's day one. Let's see, where's day... Oh, there we go. Oh, God, it's killing me. So actually, I'll just do a side-by-side because that's the only thing I can get to work here. There's the side-by-side, day one and day 40. So he looks like...
Jesus Christ.
He looks like a crackhead on the right. I'm going to be honest with you. Like,
yeah.
Ribs. But he's not all distended. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times you see people when they lose a lot of weight like that, their stomach gets all kind of weird. Like, they look... Like if you don't eat for a while, like all those like those African kids, they got those big, huge, bloated bellies. The ones you see in all those, send 5 cents a day and a month, and you can help feed this little African kid with the giant belly. I think they still do those commercials, but this guy, he doesn't. He's just got this nice like flat belly, and he really doesn't have a lot of loose skin, which is really weird because the more weight I lose, the more loose skin I have. It's gross. Like I almost don't want to lose any more weight. I kind of just think I need to just kind of stay where I'm at unless I lifted just an outrageous amount of weights. I'd have to become like a power lifter and eat 4,000 calories a day and just lift an insane amount of weight to fill up the
Get on that
excess
tea.
skin. I don't think even with the amount, I'd have to straight up do roids to fill all this, and then I'd stop, and then it would all come right back because there's no
You'd be
way.
surprised. You see what Ethan Suplee looks like?
Yeah, but he doesn't. He works out consistently. I mean, I know.
Well, I mean, he's built like Dieter now, but like before he got as big as he did when he was first making the transition down.
No, I don't know if I watched his progress, but I definitely have seen what he looks like now. No, you know what? I think I did. I think I saw the very first, like, oh my God, you'll never believe what the kid from, what was he, Varsity Blues or whatever?
Remember the Titans.
Or Remember the Titans. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So, oh yeah, I know you want to leave me. That